Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Ethan from the Hellfighters, and today I'm joined by George Garrido. And today we are going to be making nachos.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So what you'll need are some white corn tortilla not chips. White corn tortilla chips. Yeah, tortillas.
Tortilla!
But it says tortilla. Tortilla. Tortilla.
I'm triggered!
The next thing you'll need is some cheese. And I love cheese. The next thing you'll need is some onions. You need the onions, not sack onions. You need onions. And then the next thing you'll need is some tomato and some avocado. Last but not least, you'll need. Let me do the thing I did last time. Whatever this is, but like something to hold the tortilla. Oh! So let's get started. First step, pan. Second step, chips. Third step, cheese. Then you close it. We're not gonna actually do that. So, now you at the cutting board, you got your knife, and then now you need an onion. You gotta peel it first. Okay, and we're back and we have a chopped onion. Okay, so now we're gonna cut a little bit of it. Fruit Ninja! Okay, now that I'm done with the onions, it's time to go to the avocados. If I could only find the avocados. Time to cut the avocado. Okay, after you got your avocado cut and sliced into like little squares like this, you grab your spoon and then just scoop it out like that. Now that I've got it all like cut up into squares, I can now mash it to make guacamole. And I love guacamole. The next thing you need is some salt. So, if you have a grinder, leave the cap on and grind it in. And then take off the cap and you should notice there's some salt in there. And then it's the right way to put on salt, okay? You gotta pinch it with all 4 fingers. Salt Bay. And now the onions are done. The next thing you want to do is grab a tomato. You want to cut it in half and then cut it into quarters. And then after you have them in quarters, you hold them together and cut them into little tiny squares. Okay, now that I'm done with the tomatoes, I'm gonna scoop it into the onions I'm just gonna scoop it into the bowl with my onions. Like that. Catch me outside, how about that? Like that. Like that. Okay, now that we're done with the cutting part, we can now go to the fun part. Get the nachos. Get the tortilla chips. Open it. And just spread it onto the pan. Like that. Now that we're done with the nachos, we got the cheese. I think we got too much cheese.
Just spread it around.
Okay, now we have this freaking mountain of cheese. You want to spread it around. Okay, now that you got your nachos right here, you want to put on your tomatoes and onions. And then you'll just want to like even it out like the cheese. Don't be afraid to get exact. You can see this place has more like whites than usual, so I put a tomato right there, see? OCD, you know? Too much red, 1 onion. Boom!
Yeah.
Everything changes. Now that we're done, we're gonna go to the oven. Okay, now that we're in the oven, you get the nachos and put it in. Now that you put your nachos inside of the oven, you're gonna set your oven to 420, also known as 420. Since it's preheating, and we didn't preheat it in the first place because we're stupid, we are just gonna wait for like 5 more minutes extra time. You're gonna wait for 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure to check it every 5 minutes, but we're not gonna do that because we're lazy. So we just made the nachos and it is beautiful. So now we are gonna get the guacamole from the fridge or freezer, whichever one. You know this is done when all the cheese is melted and you can hear like sizzling and barely just a little bit of stuff is burnt. Okay, so now we're gonna put the guac on the nachos and now we have nachos. Roll cinematics!